Hello, welcome back. I'm Lori Williams, and today I want to talk to you about forward thinking and specifically around getting stuck in the past. So, when I say forward thinking, I mean long term forward thinking, meaning like into the future. Unfortunately, what we tend to do is we get stuck in thinking about where we currently are or where we have been. And we actually can even judge ourselves from this space as well. So just because you were a certain person doing a certain thing yesterday does not mean that you are the same person and should be doing the same thing today. That the old adage of, oh, well, this is just the way I've always done it, it doesn't work. So essentially, what you want to do is you want to shift your focus from looking at how things are running right now in your life, if this corporation and you're within the corporation, whatever it is, you want to be able to look at it from the perspective of, well, how well is that working for me? That's the truth of it. And I ask my clients that all the time. It's like, well, we do it this way, this way, this way. I'm like, okay, well, how is that working for you? Why am I here if that is working so effectively, right? And unfortunately, a lot of the time, it's just the inability to be able to shift a perspective or the inability to recognize where the current environment is causing the issue. And there is a saying, I'm not exactly sure who it's by, but it said that you cannot heal in the same environment that caused you to be sick. And essentially, what that is saying is that if you want to have a better outcome, you need to do things differently. The things that have got you to where you are obviously is not working. It may have worked for a while. That's great, but it is no longer working for you. So at that point, you've got to be able to shift and to pivot and to say, hey, you know what else can I do? How can I turn this around? And maybe brainstorm some ideas, come up with some different possible next steps to take. But the worst thing that you could possibly do is to continue to look in the past at how things have always been, or how you've always been, or how you've always shown up. That's not effective. When you're trying to make change, you have to be forward thinking. You have to be, who do I want to be? Where do I want to go? If you're a leader, you want to look at it from the perspective of, how do I want to lead? Every single day, we get to wake up and be like, who am I? Who do I want to be today? And how do I want to show up in the world? What effect do I want to bring into the world? And that's where a lot of spirituality comes in, is being able to look at yourself and change what's going on within yourself in order to create massive change in other people. It could be your family, it could be your coworkers, whatever. Essentially, when you work on yourself, when you can pivot, when you can heal, when you can do these things within yourself, it just it expands outside of you and it affects everyone else. It's that old saying of, um, when you change your energy, when you change the inside of you, everything outside of you changes as well. That wasn't word for word, but that's the gist of it. And that's the truth of it. That is the truth of how we can begin to change our perspective of things. But if you wake up tomorrow doing the exact same things that you did today, I promise you, you're going to have the exact same outcomes. And you're not doing yourself or anyone else any favors by continuing to set yourself up for success, or sorry, for failure, by not making sure that you are doing something different. Just try something different. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. We all have the same choices to make every single day. We can go down path A or path B. Yes, those paths look very different for everyone, but we always have two choices. And I promise you, if you want to make massive changes in your personal life, in your work life, and just in your own energy and how you show up in this world, you have to start with being a forward thinker. Being stuck in the past is not going to get you anywhere. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you back here next time. Until then, take care. Bye for now.